Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. It's week 2 in the NFL. Today is Tuesday, September 12th, and we are talking right now with Al McMordie, Big Al McMordie from BigAl.com. We're going to take a look at two very interesting NFL games. Of course, Al McMordie, we've seen the usual in week 1, some surprising results. Some teams that looked a lot better than we expected, and others that looked a lot worse. Some key injuries, and one important thing, of course, you always want to keep in mind in the NFL is not to overreact to week 1 results too much. But sometimes those week 1 results can actually be telling of struggles or teams to be undervalued in subsequent weeks. Is that correct or no?
I agree with your first statement more than the second part. I think it's best never to overreact to anything in the NFL.
Right. Okay. Well, it might be easy to react strongly to both teams involved in the first game we're going to talk here, which is the Pats and New Orleans. Of course, the Pats lost to the Chiefs, and I actually did publicly give out the Chiefs plus 8.5, but I thought it was going to be a lot closer. The Chiefs were as good as I expected. The Pats, though, were way worse than I expected. I did not expect a blowout like that. Did not expect the Pats to struggle as much as they did defensively, and even Tom Brady looked a little bit, let's say, uninspiring against the Chiefs. So maybe it was just a combination of lots of factors that served to make the Pats look a lot worse than they're going to be this year, or maybe they're about to take a step down. Who knows? Their pass rush looks like it's not going to be quickly fixed. But this week they are going up against the Saints, who look like they have the same old issues on the offensive line and defensively as they've had in years past. There was some speculation that that they would be better offensively this year and better defensively. Didn't really look that way on the field. And we've also seen a big line move in this one. Opened at about 4.5. Now it's all the way up to 6.5 or 7. And I was thinking that all things considered, maybe the under with the very high total of 54.5 might be a way to go. This is a very interesting game, Al McMordie. Obviously, a lot of public bettors are going to be looking at the Pats and thinking that they're going to bounce back in a major way. What do you like here, Al?
Yeah, I think this is the most interesting game of this week. And I think that last Thursday's result against Kansas City, that was the most shocking game for me. I could not believe how bad, as you just,
Right.
talked about, how bad New England looked. So one thing that you can pretty much rely on just as much as the sun coming up in the morning is New England bouncing back off a straight up loss. Going back all the way to 2002, they're 36-13 against the spread when they're off a straight up loss the previous game. The problem here, for me at least, is now you're laying 7 points. You're not laying 1 or 2 or 3. You're laying a full touchdown on the road against New Orleans. So that, to me, is the bugaboo. I'm not comfortable laying that many points.
There are some 6.5s
off that loss. Yeah,
but
if I'm going to choose which side to take, I'm going to take the 7 with New Orleans. The Patriots, they're 2-5 ATS. Their last 7 when laying 7 or more points off a straight-up loss. Also, defending Super Bowl champions over the years, going all the way back to 1980, those teams have struggled in their first road game of the following season, and especially when they're installed as a favorite. They're 7-20 ATS in that first road game of the following season. Including 0-2 ATS off a loss. A lot of times people might think that Super Bowl champion would bounce back early on in the season off that loss, and they don't. They struggle in that first road game. So I think everything here kind of points toward New Orleans covering the spread as the big underdog.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know if the Pats are going to be able to solve their pass rush problems. And what's your take on? Do you have anything at all to say about the total? Obviously, the total is very high, which makes sense because it's Brady against Breeze. My sense is, though, that both of them might be a little bit. At some point, age is going to catch up with them. It's a really, really high total. I'm not saying we're going to see a defensive battle here, but I'm not quite seeing 54.5. I'm leaning to the under, Al. What do you think?
I think the fact that New England is coming off the Thursday game and has a few extra days, the data that I've seen supports this as well. I like the over in this ball game.
The over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. I'm kind of leaning to the under, but I'll make a final decision on that one later. Right now, Al McMordie, like in New Orleans, getting 7. The best line right now is at Bookmaker and BetDSI plus 7, minus 120. An interesting game. I would say I have to, based on what we saw, I would have to agree with that assessment. Al McMordie on New Orleans plus 7, minus 120. Al McMordie, tell us about your website, BigAl.com.
Sure. Well, I've been in business, Pete, going all the way back to 1992. That's now 25, 26 years. Had a terrific year last year in football. We were up 64.80 stars on our top-rated college and pro plays. We had a winning year in college, also had a winning year in the NFL. If folks want to get my best selections, they can just go online to bigal.com and click on picks for sale. And folks can get not just my selections, but we have 16 handicappers at the website, guys like Larry Ness and Ben Burns and Scott Spreitzer and Tom Stryker. And then also we have 4 free plays every single day. Go to the website, bigal.com, and click on free picks. And you can get 4 free plays. You get 2 from myself, 1 from Larry Ness, and 1 from Scott Spreitzer. And we have articles as well. So lots of information at the website, bigal.com.
All right. Thanks, Al.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.